Welcome back. It's Wednesday. I got my Danish pension today. I got my pension money today, but I have to wait to tomorrow, Thursday, to pay my rent apartment and my credit card debts. So let's read about the Cessna 182. Because I like to make a video about it in my language Danish after. I need half a minute to get to my bed. My living room is very hot because the sun is shining a lot.
Cessna 182 Skylane. The Cessna 182 Skylane is an American four-seat, single-engined light airplane built by Cessna of Wichita, Kansas. It has the option of adding two child seats in the baggage area. Introduced in 1956, the 182 has been produced in a number of variants, including a version with retractable landing gear, and is the second most popular Cessna model still in production after the 172. Development, edit. The Cessna 182 was introduced in 1956 as a tricycle gear variant of the 180. In 1957, the 182 variant was introduced, followed by a deluxe version the following year known as the Skylane. As production continued, later models were improved regularly with features such as a wider fuselage, swept tail fin with rear omnivision window, enlarged baggage compartment, higher gross weights, landing gear changes, etc. The restart aircraft built after 1996 were different in many other details, including a different engine, new seating design, etc. By mid-2013, Cessna planned to introduce the next model of the 182T, designated the JTA, using the 227 HP, 169 kilowatts, SMASR 305-230 diesel engine running on Jet A with a burn rate of 11 US gallons, 42 L, 9.2 mpg per hour and cruise at 155 kn, 287 km per hour. Cessna has no timeline for the JTA. The normally aspirated, avgas-fueled 182 went out of production in 2012, but came back in 2015. Cessna 182s were also built in Argentina by Dinfia, as the A182, and in France by Reims Aviation, as the F182. Design, edit. The Cessna 182 is an all-metal, mostly aluminum alloy, aircraft, although some parts such as engine cowling nosehole and wingtips are made of fiberglass or thermoplastic material. Its wing has the same planform as the smaller Cessna 172 and the larger 205/206 series. However, some wing details, such as flap and aileron design, are the same as the 172 and are not like the 205/206 components. Retractable gear, edit. The retractable gear R182 and TR182 were offered from 1978 to 1986, without and with engine turbocharging, respectively. The model designation nomenclature differs from some other Cessna models with optional retractable gear. For instance, the retractable version of the Cessna 172 was designated as the 172RG and the 177RG, whereas the retractable gear version of the Cessna 182 is the R182. Cessna gave the R182 the marketing name of Skylane RG. The R182 and TR182 offer 10 to 15% improvement in climb and cruise speeds over their fixed gear counterparts, or alternatively, 10 to 15% better fuel economy at the same speeds at the expense of increased maintenance costs and decreased gear robustness. The 1978 R182 has a sea level climb rate of 1,140 foot forward/min and cruising speed, 75% bhp, at 7,500 feet, 2,300 m, of 156 km at standard temperature. The landing gear retraction system in the Skylane RG uses hydraulic actuators powered by an electrically driven pump. The system includes a gear position warning that emits an intermittent tone through the cabin speaker when the gear is in the retracted position and either the throttle is reduced below about 12 in Hg manifold pressure map, or the flaps are extended beyond 20 degrees. In the event of a hydraulic pump failure, the landing gear may be lowered using a hand pump to pressurize the hydraulic system. The system does not, however, allow the landing gear to be manually retracted. Variants, edit. Cessna has historically used model years similar to US auto manufacturers, with sales of new models typically starting a few months prior to the actual calendar year. 182. Initial production version built only for the 1956 model year. Powered by a carburetted 230 HP, 172 kilowatts, Continental 0470L piston engine, gross weight 2,550 pound, 1,157 kilograms. Certified on the 2nd of March, 1956. 844 built. 1820. Introduced for the 1957 model year with manual flaps, redesigned landing gear for improved ground handling, and an increased gross weight of 2,650 pound, 1,202 kilograms. A deluxe version was introduced for the 1958 model year as the Skylane with full exterior paint, wheel fairings, and an improved engine cowling with the exhaust stack moved to the right to improve engine cooling. Certified on the 7th of December, 1956. 1,713 total built, 911, 1957, and 802, 1958. 182B. 1959 model year with a more streamlined cowling with cowl flaps, a new instrument panel cover, and improved ventilation. Certified on the 22nd of August, 1958. 802 built. 182C. 1960 model year with a redesigned swept vertical tail and smaller wing root fillets. The cabin was also redesigned with more headroom, molded plastic control wheels, and a third cabin window. Certified on the 8th of July, 1959. 650 built, plus 4 largely identical L-19L models for the Canadian Army. 182D. 1961 model year with a key start switch, cam-lock cowling fasteners, and decreased landing gear height. Certified on the 14th of June, 1960. 591 built. 182E. 1962 model year with a cut-down rear fuselage with Omnivision rear windows, electric paralift flaps, a redesigned horizontal stabilizer, elevator and rudder trim tabs, a new tail cone and wingtips, and 65 US gal, 250L, neoprene fuel bladders. Wheel fairings, which were previously exclusive to the deluxe Skyhawk model, were made standard of the 182E. Power was provided by a 230 HP, 172 kilowatts, Continental 0470R piston engine and gross weight was increased to 2,800 pound, 1,270 kilograms. Certified on the 27th of June, 1961. 826 built. 182F. 1963 model year with minor refinements including magnesium rudder pedals. Certified on the 1st of August, 1962. 635 built. 182G. 1964 model year with redesigned rear and aft cabin windows for improved visibility. Certified on the 19th of July, 1963. 786 built. 182H. 1965 model year with new propeller spinner, increased horizontal stabilizer span, and one-piece windshield. Certified on the 17th of September, 1964. 840 built. 182J. 1966 model year with magnesium control wheels and new door latches. Certified on the 20th of October, 1965. 941 built, plus 56 shipped to Argentina as the A182J. 182K. 1967 model year with short stroke oleo strut nose gear, increased vertical stabilizer tip length, and on the flash rotating beacon. Certified on the 3rd of August, 1966. 880 built, plus 40 shipped to Argentina as the A182K. 182L. 1968 model year with new boom microphone, pre-select flap controls, and relocated flight instruments. Certified on the 28th of July, 1967. 820 built, plus 20 shipped to Argentina as the A182L. 182M. 1969 model year with optional electroluminescent instrument panel lighting. A turn coordinator was added as standard equipment for the deluxe Skylane model. Certified on the 19th of September, 1968. 750 built. An experimental version of this model was used to test a full cantilever wing originally intended for the Cessna 343, later 187. 182N. Introduced for the 1970 model year with a more streamlined cowling, conical camber wingtips, a revised instrument panel, and gross weight increased to 2,950 pound, 1,338 kilograms. The 1971 model year introduced shoulder harnesses for the front seats and improved cabin soundproofing. Certified on the 17th of September, 1969. 770 total built, 390, 1970, and 380, 1971, plus 20 built by Argentina in 1972 as the A182N with the improvements of that year's 182P. 182P. Introduced for the 1972 model year with cowling-mounted landing forward/taxi lights, tubular steel main landing gear with increased track width, camber lift widths with a new leading edge, a push-button annunciator panel, and redesigned control wheels. The 1973 model year introduced bonded cowl and cabin doors, a shock-mounted cowling, and an extended dorsal fairing. 1974 introduced tighter door forward/window seals, new engine cooling baffle seals, a constant speed propeller, and optional 84 US gal, 320L, fuel tanks and oxygen system. 1975 introduced new wheel forward/brake fairings and the Skylane 2 with improved avionics. 1976 introduced a new 230 HP, 172 kilowatts, Continental 0470S engine, as well as improved wing root fairings. Certified on the 8th of October, 1971. 4,371 total built, 621, 1972, 1,040, 1973, 1,010, 1974, 820, 1975, and 880, 1976, plus 25 built in France by Reims Aviation in 1976 as the F-182P. In 1976, Cessna stopped offering the baseline 182, and all subsequent models carried the Skylane name. 182Q Skylane. Introduced for the 1977 model year with a new 230 HP, 172 kilowatts, Continental 0470U engine and instrument panel fasteners, as well as minor changes to the instrument panel. The 1978 model year introduced a new 28V electrical system, molded plastic control wheels, and an avionics master switch. 1979 saw the replacement of the fuel bladders with a 88 US gal, 330L, wet wing, as well as the introduction of a redesigned brake master cylinder and an alternator control unit, ACU. 1980 introduced a redesigned audio panel, marker beacon, flap position control indicator, and flap system circuitry, as well as an optional writing table behind the pilot's seats. Certified on the 28th of July, 1976. 2,537 total built, 790, 1977. 624, 1978, 709, 1979, and 414, 1980, plus 39 built by Reims in 1977 as the F-182Q. 182R/T182R Skylane. Introduced for the 1981 model year with an increased gross takeoff weight of 3,100 pounds. 1,406 kilograms, landing remained at 2,950 pound, 1,338 kilograms, a new door latch system, and wing root vents. A new model, the T182R, was also introduced with a 235 HP, 175 kilowatts, Lycoming 0540L3C5D piston engine. The 1982 model year featured only minor changes. 1983 introduced an improved 0470U, increased flap extension speed, a low vacuum warning light, an improved avionics cooling fan, improved rear seat ventilation, and an optional split-switch electric elevator trim system. Certified on the 29th of August, 1980. 895 total built, 339, 1981, 237, 1982, 74, 1983, 65, 1984, 106, 1985, and 74, 1986, before all 182 production stopped. 182S Skylane. Skylane production resumed in 1997 with the 182S, with Cessna dropping the model year system used on previous models. The 182S was powered by a fuel-injected 230 HP, 172 kilowatts, Lycoming IO540AB1A5 and introduced multiple other improvements, such as new seats, cabin soundproofing, and corrosion proofing. Wheel fairings were no longer standard, though they were still an optional feature along with IFR GPS and a 2-axis autopilot. A Millennium Edition was introduced in 2000 with special exterior and interior appointments. Certified on the 3rd of October, 1996. 941 built. 182T/T182T Skylane. Improved 182S introduced in 2001 with a redesigned cowling and wheel fairings, 12V power port, a smaller gear strut step, and other improvements. The T182T is powered by a turbocharged and fuel-injected 235 HP, 175 kilowatts, Lycoming TI-0540AK1 a piston engine, a 4-place oxygen system, and other improvements for high-altitude flight. 2004 saw the introduction of the optional NAV3 avionics package and an optional leather interior. 2005 introduced redesigned wingtips, new landing lights, and optional unsafe inflatable restraints, which became standard in 2009. 2007 introduced the Garmin G1000 instrument system as standard, as well as multiple optional additional avionics packages. Certified on the 23rd of February, 2001. The 182T was the only variant in production as of July 2015. The T182T was produced from 2001 to 2013, with production forecast to commence again in 2023. Special versions, edit. R182 Skylane RG/TR182 Turbo Skylane RG. Introduced for the 1978 model year with retractable landing gear, a 235 HP, 175 kilowatts, Lycoming 0540J3C5D piston engine and a gross weight of 3,100 pound, 1,406 kilograms. The 1979 model year increased fuel capacity from 75 US gal, 280 L, to 88 US gal, 330 L. Certified on the 7th of July 1977. The TR182 Turbo Skylane RG was powered by turbocharged 235 HP, 175 kilowatts, Lycoming 0540L3C5D and was certified on the 12th of September 1978. At least 2,024 total built, 583, 1978, 729, 1979, 314, 1980, 169, 1981, 129, 1982, 44, 1983, 25, 1984, and 31, 1985. With production continuing into 1986. Williams also built a total of 69, 21, 1978, 24, 1979, and 24, 1980, as the FR182 in France. J182T Turbo Skylane JTA. Powered by a 227 HP, 169 kilowatts, SMASR 305-230 diesel engine. It burns 11 US gallons, 42 L, 9.2 gal, per hour of Jet A fuel and cruises at 156 km, 289 km per hour. The model was first flown in May 2013, and as of July 2015, FAA certification is on hold indefinitely. Originally introduced as the Turbo Skylane NXT, Cessna changed the name to avoid confusion with the Ramos NXT. Only 16 aircraft, 1 prototype and 15 production, had been built by 2014. A majority of orders for the Turbo Skylane JTA had been cancelled by 2017, and the aircraft was eventually discontinued. Robertson Still 182. An aftermarket 182 still conversion certified in 1967 that changes the leading edge shape and aileron controls and lowers the stall speed below 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers per hour. Operators, edit. Civil users, edit. The 182 is used by a multitude of civil operators, cadet organizations, and flight schools worldwide. Government operators, edit. Argentina. 1 Argentine Federal Police, 1 A 182L from 2001 is still in service for training as of 2020. Belgium. 1 Federal Police. Canada. 1 Transport Canada 1, sold in 2010. United States. 1 Civil Air Patrol used for inland and coastal search and rescue, homeland security support, and airborne communications repeater service. 2 Federal Bureau of Investigation, at least 27 used as surveillance aircraft equipped with optical, infrared and cell phone ELINT equipment. Military operators, edit. Afghanistan. 1 Afghan Air Force. Argentina. 1 Army Aviation. Austria. 1 Austrian Air Force, 2X Cessna 182 A/B. Belize. 1 Belize Defense Force Air Wing. Canada. 1 Canadian Army 5L 182, retired 1970. Ecuador. 1 Ecuadorian Army 4. El Salvador. 1 Air Force of El Salvador. Guatemala. Indonesia. 1 Indonesian Air Force 2X Cessna 182T. Mexico. 1 Mexican Air Force received 73 during 1999-2000. United Arab Emirates. 1 United Arab Emirates Air Force. Uruguay. 1 Uruguayan Air Force. Venezuela. 1 Venezuelan Army. 2 Venezuelan Air Force. Specifications, Cessna 182T, edit. Data from Cessna and AOPA. General characteristics. 1 crew, 1. 2 capacity, 3 passengers. 3 length, 29 feet 0 in, 8.84 m. 4 wingspan, 36 feet 0 in, 10.97 m. 5 height, 9 feet 4 in, 2.84 m. 6 wing area, 174 square feet, 16.2 m. 7 empty weight, 1,970 pound, 894 kilograms. 8 max takeoff weight, 3,100 pound, 1,406 kilograms. 9 power plant, 1 Lycoming IO540AB1A5 air-cooled flat 6, 230 HP, 170 kilowatts. 10 propellers, 3 blade constant speed. Performance. 1 maximum speed, 150 kn, 170 miles per hour, 280 kilometers per hour. 2 cruise speed, 145 kn, 167 miles per hour, 269 kilometers per hour. 3 stall speed, 49 kn, 56 miles per hour, 91 kilometers per hour. 4 never exceed speed, 175 kn, 201 miles per hour, 324 kilometers per hour. 5 range, 913 mi, 1070 mi, 1720 kilometers. 6 service ceiling, 18,100 feet, 5,500 m. 7 rate of climb, 924 foot /min, 4.69 m /s. See also, edit. Related development. 1 Cessna 180. 2 Ren 460, still version. Aircraft of comparable role, configuration, and era. 1 Airlone Skylane ultralight aircraft inspired by the Cessna 182. 2 Aeropilot Legend 540, scale version built from carbon fiber. 3 Beechcraft Bonanza. 4 Cirrus SR20. 5 Diamond the 40. 6 Piper Cherokee. 7 Techlam P2010. Related lists. 1 List of civil aircraft.